go too deep into the box score to figure out why they lost that one. They just had an inability on that day to make shots.
You know, sometimes we talk about a defense getting into the heads of the opposing players, Greg, but that night they got up in their own head, just got in their own way and couldn't get out of it.
You could not diagram a better way to open a quarter.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the lead they've jumped out to already. What a start.
There's the pick. The dish to Exum. Shoots the three. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Exum's got himself on the board with 3 there.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Fans showing some terrific range.
Outstanding start from three-point range. Their shooters are on fire.
Really makes them a hard team to guard because they space you out so well.
Here's Withy. Cans the shot with nobody near him.
Heads up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
Green, the screen. Pass to Houdini. He tries for 3. Rebound, Utah. They're getting their first look of the season at the Warriors in this one.
Yeah, and this game kicks off a 4-game season series between the two teams.
2 conference foes, guys, looking to take game 1 tonight. Very interesting to see who can land the first blow.
Nobody near Barnes. And the 3 off target. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Well, the head coach for the Jazz gave me a few moments to catch up with him. He knows they've got to really dig in defensively, facing a very talented offense. He said if you let them get going, they can run off a big lead and really put you behind the 8 ball. We've got to be disciplined, work together, and be prepared to make second, third, and fourth efforts. Whatever it takes to get a stop, that's what we'll have to do. Kevin, we'll see if they can get a win in this, their first matchup of the season.
All right, Doris, and guys, what's your take on Coach's strategy here?
I'll tell you what, he doesn't sugarcoat it at all. I mean, it's a challenge going up against a team that is just as potent offensively as this group is, and he wants his guys to be mentally prepared for it.
Exactly. I mean, it's going to take some major intensity at that end of the floor if they're going to be able to weather the storm.
You know what? He's really alienated himself from these fans. It's an unfortunate situation.
Yeah, it really is, Greg. You don't like to see that, but he made himself public enemy number 1 simply by comments that he made and some of his antics. Hopefully it's a learning experience for him.
He feeds it to Azili. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
And the offense has come together immediately. I mean, they're threatening to run away with this thing already.
Greg, it's hard to imagine they'll stay this hot for 4 quarters, but if they even approximate...
Oh, come on! How did he hit that shot?
I don't believe what I just saw right there, Cam.
That's good. Henderson's got his first points in this one.
That mid-range jumper is just another one of his weapons.
Collins. And what was that about? Not a good shot right there. Jazz trail by 16. Henderson dishes to Exum. Takes a 3, and the Jazz another 3.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Here's Collins, and that one goes long. Utah has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Henderson, no one around him. That 3 off the mark. Last outing for Golden State, they won that game against Houston.
They were just locked really in a zone from a team defense standpoint, and nobody ever got stuck on an island. There was always somebody providing help, and the communication was tremendous.
And that was the key, Greg, the communication and the teamwork. You can't play good rotating defense if you're not communicating and on the same page. They were doing all of that at a high level.
Exum's shot is off. Livingston. And Steph Curry, a player within the gym range. He told us about his comfort stretching the floor. I was going to say, Greg, how big must that hoop look to Steph Curry? And tough to guard might be the understatement of the day.
I mean, he is just an insanely...
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Barnes and Green are the forward set. Livingston is out there with Houdini, and it's Azili in at the center position. So that's the group out there for Golden State. And even 3-on-3 break. There's the pick. Elbow shot is on the way. The shot's good from Houdini. Houdini's got 15 points.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Pass to Hayward. There's the triple. The rebound by Azili.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list.
No good from Houdini. Jazz trail by 16. Inside, 7-foot shot. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. 8 points for him.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
Here is Livingston. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Here's Cowens. Can't hit the free throw line jumper.
Not the best shot right there with a good defender draped all over you.
I agree with you. I mean, not the shot they were hoping for, but he can really cause problems with his defense. Watch out below. Get out of his way now.
No way that he was going to slow him down.
Yeah, he was not to be denied on that possession. And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
Gobert, the screen. Fast break. Here we go. And he nails it. The three-pointer falls from Houdini. Houdini's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, the points count, but I wouldn't bet the defense rushes out to prevent another shot attempt from out there. That's way out there.
Exum's shot is off.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those two in the first quarter.
And the dunk by Barnes.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Jazz trail by 19. Exum with it. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Clippers. The shot by Hayward, wide open. That one's off, still out of sync.
Boy, I tell you what, the complexion of this game would be completely different if he'd shot the ball anything like he's capable of.
Utah shooting 41% from the field in the second quarter up to this point. Exum with a wide open look. It's good from long range. Exum's got 9.
It's first triple of the second quarter, third of the game.
Cowens. Off the mark and a bad shot there.
Yeah, real nice shot selection there. I guess he's working on his buzzer beater form.
That's a reach, but perhaps that is the case. Or maybe he was trying to knock a bird off of the scoreboard.
Is about right. Because I still can't figure that one out.
No, and I see no birds up there.
No.
Ball's knocked loose. Kicks it to Gobert. The pass to Lyles. To the inside. Exum banked in off the glass. Exum's got 7 points here in this quarter.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would have the lead.
Took him no time at all on that one. And it's now 22 points for Freak. Jazz trail by 16. Passes it to Lyles. Gobert, the screen. Exum, he's open. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
And with the pause in the action, let's look at the numbers for Green. He's around 10 points per game, 9 rebounds, and 5 assists. And his rebounding is what's most impressive. He's shown tremendous determination on the backboard.
And it's a big asset for this team. I mean, he blocks out on the defensive glass, and then he keeps balls alive at the offensive end. You know, they've changed their game here in the second, getting a little bit more physical, playing with some toughness now.
And I'm looking for them to increase that lead if they can keep getting to the free throw line.
Shots good by Lyles.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
Here's Cowens. The jumper from the free throw line is good. Houdini's got 11 points in the quarter. Now here's Hayward. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Clippers in Los Angeles.
Yeah, but his shot blocking was a factor as well. 3 on the game, just a major presence on the D.
So as we conclude the first...
Thank you, Kevin.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here. In what has some changes here for the Warriors. Festus Ezeli, he's checked in for Bogut. Houdini comes in for Barnes. And it's Livingston in for Curry. And so in the game for the Jazz, Burke and Exum in the backcourt. Henderson out there with Hayward. And it's Gobert in at the 5. Jazz trail by 18. Burke kicks to Hayward.
And guys, you don't think this fella can do some major damage if he gets an opening to the rim.
G8, they just learned that lesson the hard way. They better put a little bit more effort into their D the next time down.
Big time play at the basket right there, fellas.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay. Here's Exum. Utah the rebound. Hayward can't hit.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
No good from Houdini.
He just never looks comfortable when he's that far away from the basket.
Exum passes to Burke, and that one's good by Henderson. Henderson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that. Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne. They better clear a spot on the bench for him because that's where he's headed if he continues to take shots like that.
And I would venture to say, Greg, it will be the last spot on the bench as well.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
That's on me. That's on me.
Now let's take a look at the teams that have been holding their opponents to the fewest points in the last 10 games. The Warriors, number 1. The Jazz, second.
I mean, great teamwork and great schemes at both ends of the floor. You're seeing that from each of these clubs.
Now,
and this is what defense is all about.
First free throw is good.
Well, Exum has been great. He has 14 points, and he sprayed home 3 three-pointers as well.
This is really production personified from long range.
Thompson, and it's good, assisting on the play with Livingston. And 12 points for Klay Thompson.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
Here's Exum. Draymond Green pulls it in. Green's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Here's Cowens, and another basket for Golden State.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Warriors.
You know, one of the big stories has been the 3-ball. It's been a key part of their offense throughout the game.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
They can't.